Welcome to Gentle Slow Flow Yoga. My name is Mary, and I'm going to be your guide to this practice today. So we've all experienced this thing called tension. Sometimes it's described as something between two people, or sometimes it's something you yourself have. But either way, it's something that's just, very hard to get through. It's very firm, and it can grow as well. So if you've taken my classes before, you know that I am very much about using yoga to strengthen the connection between your mind and your body, and how that can help you on and off the mat in terms of your breathing, and how you can use the concepts that you learn in class to help deal with strong emotions in your life, with problems that come up, and tension is one of them. So we all have kind of our own little things that happen when we experience tension. I know for me, it's here in my jaw, it is in my hips, my shoulders tend to come forward, and I also tend to hold my breath. Just I'll breathe in and kind of hold my breath slightly, breathe out, hold my breath slightly, not even realizing that I'm doing it. Those things can really then start to build and build and build. Then your head's hurting and just not good. So we're going to focus today on some just easing some tension in our yoga practice. So maybe if you start to catch these things early, you can do what you need to do for your body to help ease that tension and get back on track. So as always, remember to rest whenever you need to, and modify and change these poses. If we're doing one thing for tension and actually my tension is in this other spot, then please do what you need to do for you and your unique body. So we'll get started let's get started actually lying down on our backs. So lay a blanket out if you'd like, and just get nice and comfortable on the mat. Lie down with your knees up and soles of your feet on the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Start to feel the rise and fall of your breath. You can close your eyes if you'd like to, or keep them open. Feel the thump of your heartbeat, the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe in and out, and just start to really focus your attention on that mind-body connection. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling tension anywhere? Or you would feel like you're clenching anything? So do just a nice quick body scan, just checking for those spots. Some of it can be so subtle you don't even realize you're doing it. Like me holding my breath, squinting, furrowing your brow. I can do that a lot as well. And not necessarily trying to change anything quite yet, but just noticing. Typically, before you come to the mat, you don't necessarily feel relaxed in any parts of your body. And that's okay. We're here just to kind of connect to that feeling and recognize it. Recognize that your body does not feel relaxed. It's poised. It's just been, working or walking or doing something. And think about the times that maybe you've gotten a tension headache. Where does it start? Start in the front of your head, maybe the back of your neck. It starts to creep up. And if we get more in tune with our bodies through our yoga practice, we can start to recognize when we're doing the little stuff that tends to aggravate into a very painful headache or body ache. As you continue to breathe, I want you to focus on just relaxing your back. So just from, the top of your spine to the base of your spine, what's in contact with the mat. Just focus on relaxing that. You may feel like it's already relaxed, and then I would say relax it further and see if you can do that. Sometimes you might surprise yourself. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just move your neck, turn your head to the right. And focus back to relaxing your back. On your next exhale, slowly turn your head back, facing up. A deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale out through your mouth, turn your head to your left. Then bring your attention back to your back, relaxing. Relaxing your shoulder blades, all the way down to your tailbone. Your next exhale, moving your head back to neutral position here. Gently close your eyes. And bring your first two fingertips, so like your peace fingers here, bring them to your third eye here, so right between your eyebrows. So your pointer fingers will be resting on your eyebrows. Your middle fingers right in the middle. And just lightly brush it first. We're not trying to press into anything. Just lightly brush your fingers around. And then gently lower down, so just your middle fingers are putting just a little bit of pressure on the bridge of your nose. And start to slowly press in an upward direction. Traveling slowly all the way up your forehead. And then ease off that pressure and gently let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. Now notice sometimes the places, especially in our face, if we're holding tension without realizing, you may feel like this little twitch, this little fight against the relaxation of kind of moving the skin around on your forehead. I often feel it more so in my jaw, but if you tend to furrow your brow a lot, you might feel it in this way. We're going to do 2 more times. Again, just a nice light pressure. Your middle fingers at the bridge of your nose, and then start to slowly move upward. And it doesn't have to be pressing super hard. It can be a very light pressure. Just keep your face nice and loose so that your fingers are guiding kind of what your face does. So you're going to feel like, you're raising your eyebrows, but without feeling the tension of using your muscles to raise your eyebrows. And while you do this, keep your mouth slightly open to keep your jaw a little loose. And when you're done with the second one, we'll do a third time. You can play around with maybe a little deeper pressure, a little bit slower. When you're done, you can bring your hands back to your heart, your belly. And next, we're going to take those same 2 fingers, your little peace fingers. This time, we're going to bring them to kind of where you ended the last time. So, right at the crown of your head. Here. So, pressing against each other. And I'll get a little bit closer so you can see what we're going to do is this time with your fingers here, we're going to draw away and come down right to your temples here. And then pause here. So we'll do that 3 times then. So as you lay here, keep breathing and gently put pressure and drag your fingers down the side of your head to your temples. You might feel a particular spot right at your temple. You can just put light pressure there if you want. You can rub in a counterclockwise circle. And then ease off the pressure when you get to your cheekbones. We'll do that 2 more times. And gently release your pressure. Bring your hands back to your heart and your belly. Now the third thing we're going to do, again, with those same two fingers, your peace fingers, we're going to start where you ended. We're going to start really at the top, right before you got to that spot on your temple. That's where we're going to stop here, or the start, excuse me. And this time we're going to do the same thing, except you're going to move past your temples and come down the side of your face to your jaw and down to your chin where your fingers will meet. So we're going to start here, move down to the chin. So, and you'll feel that connection. I don't know if you already felt it in your temple, how I started feeling it in my jaw already. So we'll do that 3 times. So just above your temple, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, with light pressures, you move your fingers down. When you get to your chin, use your 2 fingers to gently put pressure pulling your chin down, kind of pulling your mouth open. And again, we'll come to the tops of our temples. And the last time, and keep your face nice and relaxed so that the movement of your jaw and your face is directed by your fingertips. And feel free to go as slow as you want, pausing any place that just feels like you need to stop and just apply light pressure. You can also do, I call it, walking fingers, where instead of just, your fingertips here, you kind of do this little walking with the fingertips as you lightly drag the fingers down the side of your face. Then when you're done, bring your hand back to your heart and your belly. Then gently draw your knees in towards your chest, bringing a hand on each knee. And just using the weight of your hand to draw your knees in towards your chest. And keep your legs nice and loose and soft. Inhale, gently draw your knees in, and as you exhale, open them up to the side. Not very wide, just kind of what feels natural, what feels good. As you do that, where you're feeling the stretch, kind of right in here, where the top of your leg connects to your pelvic region here, see if that is tight or clenching. See if you can relax. It's a spot I often too. I think about relaxing, all of a sudden it'll just open up. A nice breath in. Exhale, gently bring your knees together and let them fall to the right, turning onto your side and resting your head in the crook of your arm. When you're ready, use your left hand on the mat here to gently guide you up to a seated position. Find yourself in any comfortable seated position here. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your knees. Let your eyes gently close. Try to relax your whole face, starting up here, down to your jaw. Let your jaw just hang nice and loose. Sometimes it can induce a yawn. That's when you know you really got it. And all of a sudden it's going to induce a yawn. You've really let your jaw relax and lower down. Oh, there it was. Gently bring your hands behind your back and clasp your hands together, pressing down. Take a breath in. Exhale, gently lower your head, tucking your chin to your chest. Stretching out the back of your neck. Now, if this is a place you feel a lot of tension, you may want to release your hands. That's a possibility. Maybe even bringing your fingers to your neck and kind of pulling in opposite directions with your fingertips, using that light pressure. Take a nice deep breath in. So exhale, release your hands and gently round your back and just soften your whole body down before you gently rise up. At the tops, your hands down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, clasping your hands together and press your palms, turn your palms up to the sky, ceiling, and press upward. Take a breath in. Exhale, bending slightly to the right. Not so much that you tip over in your seated position. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your palms directly out in front and round your back. Inhale your palms up. Exhale, release your hands, bringing them down. Bringing them back to your knees. Wherever you're at in your seated position, bring your hands directly in front of you. In front of your lap or on your lap. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, walk or slide your hands forward, folding forward. into a seated forward fold. Just coming as far as you can, not straining at all. Just coming to a nice, comfortable, soft, relaxed fold. And use your hands or your fingertips to gently walk back up to your seated position. Bringing your hands back to your knees. Let your eyes gently close. Focus on relaxing your face again, all the way down to your jaw, especially in between your eyebrows. And feel free to use your hands here. Kind of start to bring your hands to your face. See where maybe you're holding tension still without realizing it. You could take your pointer fingers and trace your eyebrows with some pressure, pulling to the side. You could start kind of by your eyes and kind of sweep. Kind of like when you scoop something out of the corner of your eye. Light pressure with your fingers in a nice slow motion. Bring across your cheekbones. You can take your fingertips kind of wrapped around your jaw here. And your body should really be telling you what it needs, when you're using light pressure. If you feel like you need to stop and stay in one spot for a second, you might feel that and stay there. Or rubbing in circular motions, in which direction you should be applying pressure. Just take a moment, find those spots. Sometimes I like to take my peace fingers and kind of so your pointer finger is right behind your earlobe here. So kind of going up in between your ears and then pulling downward, slight pressure. That kind of also gets the back of your jaw. Remembering to breathe this whole time too. So many things to think about. And when you're done, just bring your hands back to your knees. Keep your eyes gently closed. Take one more breath in and out. Big breath in. Long, relaxed breath out. Now with your left hand, I want you to grab your right wrist with your thumb right on the inner part of your wrist. And just start to rub and pull on your wrist a little bit. Maybe you rub in circles around. Just press your thumb into that spot there. Using that just light, grippy pressure with your hand. And just start to kind of travel using that pressure just up and down the forearm here. And then switch to the other side. Keep your hand and fingers nice and loose. Clasp your hands together, and again, turn your palms out and press them up. Exhale to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your palms in front of you, rounding your back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, releasing the fingers all the way down. Bringing your hands to your knees. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Move to hands and knees on the mat. Coming to your hands and knees, then drop your elbows down to where your palms were. We just rubbed our wrists and everything. We want to give them kind of a break here. So from here, extend both legs long and bring your hips down to the mat. So your elbows align with your shoulder here. Let your legs long. Inhale, draw your shoulders down, away from your neck so you can straighten up and look straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale, gently bring your forehead down to the mat. Bring your hands just below your shoulders here. Inhale, lift your gaze up to baby cobra. Exhale down. Bend your knees, bring your heels in towards you. You can roll your ankles around here a couple of times. Wiggling and flexing your toes. Then inhale up to baby cobra. Exhale, melt down, bringing the legs down. Put your arms forward again, so bringing your elbow just below your shoulders. Your head dropped, nice and loose. Bring your toes to the mat. Just press back a couple times on your toes, just wiggling your body around a little bit. Inhale, lift your hips, kind of bringing your knees back up here. Keeping your toes on the mat. Lift your knees and set your heels back. Coming into a dolphin pose or a down dog variation here. Gently walk your feet forward. Sit your hips back. Walking your hands back to your feet. Then lift your hips to come into a forward fold. Feel free to come into this forward fold however way you need to feel comfortable. And drop your hips back, bending your knees, and gently, slowly rise all the way up. Your head and your neck are the last to come up, followed by your arms reaching up high. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Turn and take a wide-legged stance on your mat. So you may want to move your blanket. Feel the mat underneath your feet, from the toes, your toes to your heels. And bend both your knees and just start to kind of bounce back and forth. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sit your hips back just a little bit, coming into a squat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold with wide legs. So you can bring your hands to a chair or an object here. You can sink your hips back as far as you want. You can really play around with this forward fold. So you could be, up here with your knees slightly bent, leaning against a wall, this, or a piece of furniture. You could also sink your hips back even lower and bring your hands, your upper body down here. So when you find yourself in your wide-legged forward fold here, and you want to keep your upper body just nice and loose, your power is coming from your feet and your hips here, keeping you nice and stable. We're going to rise back up so you can bring your hands to your knees to help guide you back up. Nice and slow. Now turn your left foot forward. And then turn your right foot to the left, about a 45-degree angle. And your arms open to the side. Take a breath in. Exhale, tilting into triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, drop your right hand down, soften down here. Walk your hands back to your wide-legged forward fold. Sink your hips back, bring your hands to your knees. Guide yourself back up in any way that you need to. Then turn your right foot forward. Bring your left foot forward about halfway. Bring your arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, tilting into triangle. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your left hand down, soften your body down, and walk back over to your wide-legged forward fold. Gently guide yourself back up. And heel toe your feet back together and come back to the top of your mat. Shift your weight to your right foot. Nice bend in the knee. You're gonna take your left leg and sweep it behind your right leg. Coming to your toes right behind you. Inhale, bring your arms up into the air. Clasping your hands together, exhale, bending over to the right. Inhale, gently rise. Exhale, bring your hands down and bring your foot back over. Switching our weight over to our left leg. Pick up your right foot. Sweep it behind you, coming to your toes here. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bending over to the left. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep your arms down, bringing your foot back around. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, diving down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands and step both feet back. Bring your knees down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, sit back on your heels, resting in a child's pose. Bring your hands, this is a great opportunity. Bring your hands to the back of your neck as you rest here. Find some spots right in the back of your neck that maybe need a little pressure. And good energy, some love. Inhale, rise up and walk your knees forward. We're going to do a seated position here. Your soles of the feet on the mat, and knees up. Interlace your fingers together. Bring them to the back of your head so that your thumbs come right into that spot we were just talking about. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, recline back just slightly and let your head be heavy, resting in your hands. Take a breath in. Exhale. Use your hands to guide yourself forward as you rest forward. And gently lower yourself all the way back down. So you can bring that blanket back out if you'd like. Coming back to our opening position. And this time we're going to do the same thing, clasping our hands together, bringing them to the back of your head. So your thumbs kind of right in the back of your neck there. Let your head be nice and heavy and use your hands to gently pull your head up. Kind of mimicking what feels really good when someone else does this for you. But try to keep your head nice and heavy and gently pull. A little pressure, just pulling and kind of stretching your neck open. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently lay your head down, still pulling upward as you bring your head down. And just kind of like slowly squeeze. Usually when you're, applying pressure, you want to go in a certain direction, guiding that energy kind of in a particular direction. You either want to, melt things down or guide things up and away from you. Just close your eyes. Your body will help guide you when you take this time to try to relieve some tension from your face, your neck. Open your arms out wide. Let your arms be nice and soft and relaxed, all the way to the fingertips. Let your eyes gently close, relax your jaw, see if you can induce that yawn again. Just by relaxing your jaw, letting it open up and loosen up, drop down. And then gently lay both legs long, but then open them up. So just take up space as you lie here. Just feel yourself melt and soften. All the places that you need to. Now this is our final resting pose, but I do encourage you to spend some time, if you'd like, maybe revisiting some of the face massage stuff we did in the beginning. Or any place that you feel tension. Do that spot body scan from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Strengthen that mind-body connection. And you'll be able to really focus your mind on certain muscles, guiding them to relaxation, releasing that tension. Not to say that it won't come back, but if we can recognize, like I said, recognize those little things in our bodies, can really help to heal ourselves. So I'll take one more breath in and out together. So let's all inhale. Let it out, relax. Kind of like when you let the air out of a balloon, how it just softens and starts to just flop. I invite you to stay in your Shavasana or, a little guided facial massage for as long as you need to before getting up and moving on with your day. Thank you for practicing with me today. We have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you are able to relieve any tension that may creep up at any point. I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to always be kind to your body, to your mind, everything in between. Namaste.